So today I want to talk about the power of strategic thinking. Many people sadly end up just coasting through life, pushed in whatever direction their environment sends them, without any conscious preparation or planning to change their destiny. And then there's the people that think that the secret to success is to study something ad nauseum before ever taking any action. And then there's the ones that think success comes about from someone's gifts or skills, either learned or that they were born with. What all of them don't realize is that only about 10 to 20% of someone's success is their skills or study of a particular vehicle. 80% or more of their success is their ability to strategize and pivot as needed on their journey to their goals. One of the most strategic military strategists in history, the author of The Art of War, the great Chinese warrior Sun Tzu, said, "Tactics without strategy is the noise before defeat." In other words, just being busy and working hard, just to work hard, is really just the noise on your way to failure. So to prevent that failure in business and in life requires strategy and planning. Now you probably know that I talk a lot about setting goals and determining why those goals are an absolute must. And then of course, you have to take massive action towards achieving those goals, right? But what I don't talk about quite as often is that action has to tie into your overall strategy or your plan. You have to have a strategy and then you've got to evaluate it regularly. And before we go any further, let me say this: hope isn't a strategy. Just vision alone isn't a strategy. And of course, just working to work isn't a strategy either, right? So here's what a strategy is. It's really just a fancy word for coming up with a plan to get your goals and then working that plan and then carefully evaluating your progress and changing that plan as needed. Now, I like to think about this as an ever-changing map to success, right? There's no straight line from where you are to where your goals are. We're all going to encounter setbacks and even failures on our paths. Strategy is staying focused on the vision, but allowing yourself to be flexible on that path. Evaluating your progress and shifting, as often as you need to. Now, in multifamily investing, it's the same thing. You've got to know where it is that you want to go. Do you want to make some side money or retire from your 9 to 5 or even more than that? Now, once you have a specific goal and you decide why it has to happen, that's the ultimate vision, my friend. Now, how are you going to get there? Are you going to invest passively in multifamily, or are you going to become an active operator? You need to have a plan to follow and then strategize to see how you're doing on a fairly consistent basis. Otherwise, you're going to be all over the map trying to get to your goal. Now, the key to actually getting to your destination is daily execution. And like I said, it doesn't matter how good your strategy is. In one moment, it could change instantly based on your evaluation of your results. In other words, you're strategizing. Now, on the flip side, sometimes strategy is deciding what you're not going to do. Sometimes no can be the most powerful strategic word in your vocabulary. So here's an easy recipe for strategic thinking towards success. As I said, first, you've got to have a vision or a goal. You've got to clearly define your target. Then you've got to strategize and write down your plan. How are you going to get to that vision or goal? Then I'd encourage you to write down the monthly, weekly, even daily tasks that you need to complete to implement that plan. Then I'd encourage you to ask yourself, what are you going to need to monitor on a regular basis to keep that plan moving forward? When you're stepping back to strategize, some of the questions you may want to ask yourself include, is that specific goal still important to me? Or have your desires shifted? Is your plan to get to that goal or vision still valid? The best strategy for your business success and frankly success in life is clearly understanding where you're going and clarifying how you're going to get there through strategy. I'm Rod Khleif, wishing you incredible passion and massive success in your business and in your life because you're a strategic thinker that takes massive freaking action.